welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jess and I run a crochet small business called Hook a Duck. So welcome back. This is part 2 of the vlog that I did last week. Now I absolutely loved doing that vlog last week. So we're back for round 2 and so we've got 3 more plushies that we're gonna make. So definitely chickens, bees and the loaf dogs. So we're going to get into that this week and then we can start obviously making up our testers and doing my full-on Etsy restock. So that's very exciting. So we've already got our lovely leggy frog, loaf cats and axolotls that we did last week. Now, first of all, my wool has arrived, yay! And it came in this big old package. So let's unbox or unwrap my wools. So these are all from Utopia Crafts and they came really nice and quickly. It was literally like a few days. So let's have a look. Oh, they're all so nice. Okay, so let's go with this first. So first of all, we have the yellow. So first of all, this is called Lemon. And let me open it. Yeah, this one's lemon. So it's this gorgeous lemony colour. And I use this one for the bees. I'm going to try it with the bees and I also have it in stock for my ducks and things. So yeah, this is just a gorgeous yellow. Now this, oh, okay, so, I don't know if you remember me saying last week, but so for the loaf cats, obviously sometimes you can have like a ginger cat. So the intention was to get like a ginger colour because I already do have this. This is like the orange from Utopia Crafts, which I think I'm going to end up just using this because I think this is the sort of orange that they have and then I can probably weave like bits of brown into it. But so I've also got this, which is mustard. Now when I ordered it, I literally remember thinking like, well, it says mustard, so surely it's going to be mustard colour. But let me show you, because in the picture it looked really orange there, but that makes it look like a slightly sort of less bold orange. But this is how it's come out. So anyway, that's absolutely fine. I should have realised because obviously it says mustard, so you expect it to be mustard colour. But I am now thinking this is actually a bit of a bolder yellow. So I think I'll try doing the bees in both colours probably and see which colour I prefer. But this is just like a bit of a bolder yellow. So yeah, maybe I'll do the bees in this colour. So it's not a waste anyway. It might be that I actually prefer this yellow anyway. And then this one, which I already had, is the pumpkin, I think it's called pumpkin orange. So yeah, I'll just use this orange for if there are any like orange needed for the cats at all. So that's cool. Then we've got, this is the beige. Is it just called beige? Yeah, it's just called beige. Very nice beige colour. This is obviously what this is made out of. So yeah, I feel like this is one of the colours that I will probably use the most. So I got I've got 3 beiges. So that's really good. Then we have this, which is light grey. So that's nice. So I just sort of thought, you know, on any of the cats or dogs, you know, you sometimes have bits of grey. So I've got a light grey and also dark grey. Open this. Is it just called dark grey? Medium grey. Oh, maybe there's a darker grey as well. But yeah, medium grey. So 2 greys, which are nice. And got another medium grey as well. And then black. Obviously, just the staple black that I need a lot for dogs, cats, bees. And then white, so the other staple, obviously white. This is such a nice white. I'd say, yeah, I was able to get white from Utopia Crafts because at the moment, Jelly Baby and a lot of other places, they seem to be all out of white. I don't know why. Like, I kind of understood it around Christmas, but now, like, where's the white all gone? Anyway, got lovely white here. So I got two whites, and then I also got 2 creams. Because obviously white is, you know, white and cream, they basically do the same thing, don't they? But just, I mean, some cats, like, they'll be more like bright white, some will be more, you know, not quite as bright in the white, so I'll do the cream. So I got 2 whites and 2 cream, and then I also got, which I haven't actually seen yet, but this is lovely. This is brown, so it's just brown. Obviously a darker brown, like a nice dark chocolate brown, because obviously a lot of cats like, and dogs, especially dogs, I think this will be more for the dogs, say like a chocolate lab or something. Obviously I can't really do that in like beige, so got the dark brown, which is nice. And then lastly, don't know how much this will be used, we will see, but this is called Milkshake, and it's just like another sort of brown. It's just kind of a bit lighter than the other browns, but also like a little bit darker than the cream, so it's just sort of a different shade. So we will see if I end up using this for anything, but I thought, you know, it's worth having. And yeah, obviously I will just see what I end up using the most and needing to reorder. I always panic a bit whenever I'm like doing new things for my shop and like doing the order, and it's like I've just spent all this money on this wool, but then sometimes I think of it and I'm like, well, how many orders will I actually get out of that? But then I'm thinking, like, even if it takes the equivalent to 1 whole ball of wool, you know, for a, say, a loaf cat, because this, when I started, obviously this is mostly one colour, and when I was watching the video back, I was like, from last week, when I started it, it was quite a big ball of wool. Like, where's the orange go? Like this sort of size. And then I was like, this is the cat, and all the wool's gone. And I was like, wow, that must be nearly a whole ball of wool. But when you think about it, like, say if it's like £2 for the ball of wool, and then you're selling them for like 15, so clearly, you know, you're still making a profit. So I need to stop panicking. And it's just annoying, isn't it? Because obviously there's a bit of outgoings at the beginning, but then hopefully you'll make that money back and more, and then you'll obviously have to place more wool orders and stuff. So yeah, so these are the wools. I'm really, really happy with them. So we're gonna do bees and chickens, and then I'm gonna do the loaf dogs. So I'm pleased I've got these colours now, because I wouldn't really have been able to start on the loaf dogs until I had more of these colours. I've been having a look on the pattern which I'm gonna use. Let me show you it again. I'm gonna purchase it. These are like patterns, and then a whole ton of different dogs. So I think the ones I'm going to try and do and then have for my like photos, because obviously I was like, I'm not going to do all 14, like I'll literally use up all of my wool, just do my prototypes. I'll do about 3 to start with to get the listing up, and then obviously any orders that I get, I'll always just make sure I take pictures so I can be adding to the listing. So I think I'm going to do husky, because I think the husky's really gorgeous, and the husky will show those pointy ears. That's the same for like German Shepherd, Corgi, they've all got the same sort of ears. And then I'm going to do a beagle because they've got more floppy ears, so, you know, demonstrate the floppy ears. And then I was thinking also maybe a pug, because a pug has like more kind of curved ears. So I feel like they're sort of the 3 different kind of shapes to it, so people can see that. And then I'll obviously put like custom, like send me a picture of your dog, and yeah, but I think doing 3 will be enough for the listing. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, it's going to be another very exciting week of crochet. I'm very excited. I was also thinking, how am I going to package these? I think I'm going to get myself some tissue paper and some nice stickers, so that to start with, because some of them might fit in the little bags I have, but any that are too big, I can like nicely tissue paper them up and then put them in the mailing bags, because obviously tissue paper isn't too expensive at the moment. And then if it really takes off, I'll invest in some boxes. But for now, I think I'm gonna get some nice tissue paper. So yeah, let's crochet. Now some of these following clips that you're going to see, they are bits that I already did last week. I actually did the chickens and the bees at the end of last week, but the video was getting so long I was like, I'm going to carry it over. So just so you know, hey guys, it's a new day and I'm back to crochet some more. First of all, I received a few things yesterday in the post. So first of all, these are the 18mm safety eyes, which I'm gonna try on the loaf cats. So I think what I'm gonna do is, now that this one's like made up, I'm gonna leave these smaller eyes on this one, and then, because obviously I'm gonna make more loaf cats for my models, and then on the next one I will put these bigger eyes, because it's so hard to tell. Like I kind of did that and was like, what would that look like? I don't know, it's hard to tell because I've got so used to the eyes being this size now. So yeah, I'm just gonna, on the next one I make up, I'm gonna put these bigger eyes and we will see which ones we want to go for. So yeah, they arrived, and also the glitter eyes arrived, and they're really cool. Not what I was expecting though. With, I guess this is just the thing with glitter eyes. Is this the thing with all glitter eyes? Where they come like this, and then you like have the colours as like stickers, and then you like stick them on. But how do you open it? Oh, I think you just stick it at the back of it. It came and I was like, what? Oh, I think, is that what you do? Like that? Ah, yeah. Oh, that's cool. So you just like take the middle bit out and then thread it through, and then it makes them that colour. Oh, so that's cool. Okay, that makes sense now. So yeah, so these have come, which is exciting, which I don't know what I'm going to use these for yet, but I will be using them for something. I've got loads of different colours. There's like pinks, greens, purples, yellows, blues. So yeah, they're really pretty. I think, like I don't, as I say, I don't know what I'm going to use them on yet, but if I ever get any like black cats where like the bit around the eyes is black, I may then do a glitter eye there, so it like makes them stand out a bit more. But obviously, yeah, we will see what that looks like. But yeah, I think definitely to make the eyes pop on the black cats, I'll probably use the glitter eyes. But yeah, so those two arrived. Today we are gonna do a bee. So I've always looked at bees. They're one of, you know, especially with beginners crochets, they're like a very easy one to do, and they just look so cute. And I was thinking, do I do it in the jelly baby or the blanket yarn? I think I'm gonna go for the blanket yarn just because it will just make them that much bigger. And yeah, I just think I've really got into the blanket yarn over these last few days. So I'm going to do it in the blanket yarn because I know what sort of, it will be like the same shape as my ducks, obviously. There's a tutorial on YouTube by Jenna, Crochet by Jenna. She's just got a simple bee tutorial that I'm going to follow. I'm sure it'll be very simple, like, because it's basically just an oval shape, isn't it, really? Yeah, so this tutorial here, I'm gonna just follow, and yeah, we will see how much I love the bee. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. I don't really have any doubt about this bee. So guys, I finished the bee. It's so cute. I love it. I'm obsessed. It's got two little wings. It was such a nice pattern, really well explained by Jenna. I gave it a little mouth as well because this was another one where in the pattern it often doesn't have a mouth, but I thought I'd give it a little mouth. I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, look at them. They're all so cute. I love it. And look, the bee is like nearly the same size as the cat. That's crazy. And yeah, so easy to do. So I mean, I reckon I could definitely sell that for like £10 probably, because it's pretty big. But yeah, they're just so cute. I absolutely love them. Hello everybody, I'm back. It's now actually a few days later because my week ended up just getting very busy. I haven't crocheted in a few days, but I'm back now because I need to do the chicken. So I'm gonna do that in a minute. First of all though, I just went on a run. As I mentioned in my last video, I was starting up running again, and I went this morning and I enjoyed it, but I've realised the thing about running, which is the one thing that always puts me off, is the neighbours. And like, it's awful to say it, but like, before I go on the run, there's always this thought of like, oh, who's going to be out? Like, because especially as I'm first starting it back again, I literally run to the end of the street, turn around and come back. Like, I'm literally out there for like 3 or 4 minutes. But to me, that's all I need at the moment, and I feel really good from doing it, and that's great. But like, so I was like, right, I'll take my dog out first to like scout around who's out. And then 2 of the main like neighbours were out, and I was like, oh no, like, I don't want to run past and then people try and talk to me, and then I'm like so out of breath that I can't talk, and then it's just awkward. Basically, when I used to live at my mum's, the same thing would always happen. Like, the neighbours would always be like, oh, run a bit faster, or like, just, I don't know, make some sort of joke. And I would always just like, I don't know, I just find it a bit like embarrassing, like, I don't know. And then especially when you're like feeling out of breath and then you want to look like you're not struggling when you're running past people, like, it's just, that's the one thing, is I think it's because running, you kind of, if you're running obviously around the roads and stuff, you obviously have to do it outside. So there's going to be people, and I think a lot of people, especially when they're working out and they find it really hard, you know, they'd rather not be watched by people. So that's the one thing with running. So then I was thinking, oh yeah, well, the solution to that is obviously like a treadmill. And I was like, well, treadmills are so expensive, but I've just had a look and you can get treadmills for like around £100. I thought there's no way you could get a treadmill for like more than £1,000, but it seems you can. So I might look into that further and look at like obviously Facebook Marketplace and stuff. I have got a birthday coming up, so I might say to people, if you just want to donate a bit of money for the treadmill, it might be a good idea, because it's annoying because I love running, but the thought of like being like, oh, who's going to be around to watch me run puts me off. So anyway, it's my little running update. Next, so the bee, I absolutely love. Like, the more I look at her, the more I see her, I love her. I love the fact that it's all like fluffy and stuff, and my partner loves it, and everyone I've showed it to just loves it. So today is chickens. Let me show you a picture. Yesterday I actually just quickly ran through the YouTube video that I'm going to be using, and I just wrote the pattern down so that today I can just nice and quickly just make it up. Chickens like that, basically. I can sort of already see like how to do it. Like, you're basically just doing like a ball, but you're not decreasing it. You're just like single crocheting along the top, and then just got that little red bit to do. I'm seeing what I've got left and how much, like, what I've got left enough of. Obviously I'd want to do it in brown, but I've only got that much brown. Maybe I'll just do a yellow chicken. That's not that much yellow, but I think that'll probably be enough for a chicken. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it in yellow, and then luckily from Christmas I've still got a lot of this red, so I think I'll do the little, like, what's it even called? I don't know. Giblet? No. The little red bit in that. I found another just YouTube tutorial on the chicken. I will put all the links to all my tutorials and things in the description of this video, so you can all check them out for yourselves. But yeah, I'm just gonna crack on and make this chicken now. Okay, I finished the chicken. Yay! I love him. So I did run out of yellow, so I just changed to white, but that was fine. And yeah, I really like it. He's so cute, super easy to do once again. I love his little bit there. He's just so cute. Like, so fun. And this like colour change thing's actually quite cool. You know, maybe I will offer, you know, obviously different colours and stuff. But yeah, so I think for the chickens, I will have brown, white, black. Yeah, they're the sort of main chickeny colours, aren't they? Could do yellow. Could do a fully yellow one as well, actually. Yeah, but I really like this chicken. I'm definitely going to be adding it to my new animals. Hey guys, it's now a few days later and I am going to update you on what I've been doing the last few days. So I have made the first loaf dog and I absolutely love it. It's a husky. I'm so pleased with it. Like, it's so gorgeous. And so look, so loaf cat, loaf dog. That's like exactly what I wanted. I had the pattern for this one by Annie Carraway and yeah, it's so gorgeous. I did, once again, I took out a few rows just to make it the same sort of size as the cat. And yeah, it's turned out so well. I love how the dog nose is a bit like longer than the cat nose. I think you can tell that one's a dog, one's a cat, because I was worried that they might look quite similar and it not be too distinct, but I think that is quite distinct. So yeah, I love it. I love the colouring of like the different greys and stuff and the white. It's so lovely. So this one, so I'm using this one to test the eyes. I haven't fastened in the eyes yet and I haven't sewed up the back. These are the 12mm, right? And then I tried, so you remember I got the 18mm, didn't I? That's definitely too big, I think. I don't think that looks anywhere near as good. So they're definitely too big. And then the thing with huskies is obviously huskies do have like blue eyes. So I do have these ones with the colours on, but these ones are quite big as well. So that's a green one. I think these smaller ones definitely look the best. However, in the Annie Carraway actual pattern, she actually says about 14mm eyes. So I was like, I feel like these are good for the cats and the dogs. However, I have just ordered some 14mm ones, literally like £4 from Amazon, just to check and see which ones I'd rather, because they'll just be a tiny bit bigger. So they should be arriving today actually, and then we will make the final decision. See, that does look good, but I don't know, I think the smaller ones look better. I think that makes it look less like a dog and more like a sort of like raccoon. I'm so pleased with how the dog turned out, and this is like the pattern, like this is kind of, you know, the shape of the loaf dogs obviously, and then it varies, you know, just the sort of face and the ears and the colouring varies. So today I'm going to try the pug, I think, and then I'll do a beagle, I think. But yeah, today I'm going to do the pug because this is obviously very grey and white, and then the pug is very like browns, isn't it? And then yeah, I'll see if I might want it on the beagle, like try and incorporate a bit of black or something maybe. But yeah, I'm so pleased with this husky, and I'm gonna do a pug now. I think for the pug I'm gonna do it dark brown and light brown. I think that'll work really nicely. And then also, very annoyingly, on my wool order they didn't have any of the like forest green for the leggy frogs, so I tried to find it elsewhere and I ordered some, because to me in the picture it looked like it was the blanket yarn, like that. However, it's come and it's like chenille yarn, which is a bit annoying. And also it's much thinner than the Jelly Baby. So anyway, I've just got this green. I mean, I'm going to keep it because it will be useful for like my ducks or anything if I need it. But yeah, so currently I definitely want to get it from Utopia Crafts because I know I love the thickness of that, and I know it's definitely the, you know, texture that I want it. So I'm just going to have to wait for it to come back in stock. So I may have to hold up putting my leggy frogs on my Etsy until I can obviously get more wool, because obviously I definitely want to do them in green. Unless, I guess I could, I think they do have a few different greens. They have like an olive green and like a lime green. So maybe I'll get like a different green and put that up. So there's a few different colours of the leggy frogs, and then whatever ones I have in stock, I'll just keep that like colour on the listing active. But it did come in this bag, which is very interesting because, you know, I was saying the other day about I'll probably get tissue paper to wrap the plushies in at the moment. But say a bag like this is actually a very nice size for these sorts of plushies. So anyway, I'm going to measure it and I'll have a little look online, see how expensive they are. and I might get a batch of these because the drawstring ones I have currently, like these ones, they're all quite nice and cheap. So I'll have a look. I'll have a little look. It's quite good that I've got this size one so I can sort of measure this and know exactly what size it will be when it arrives. So yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, guys, I have finished the pug. Oh, so good. I love it. I'm really pleased. And look, it's got a funny little tail where it like curls around, because obviously pugs have those like very curly little tails, don't they? But yeah, I literally love it. I think it reads as a pug. I think it looks great. And then, so the pug and the Frenchie are the same design. So if you want a Frenchie, you just like put its ears up more like that. And that's like the Frenchie one, obviously in like different colours, probably like greys. But yeah, for the pug, it says to just like fold the ears over. So yeah, I love it. I'm really, really pleased with that. So I've got Husky and the pug. So also the 14mm eyes arrived, which is great. And I was trying them out, and definitely on the Husky, the smaller ones look better. But with the pug, I tried both and both looked good, but the slightly bigger ones actually looked better. And I think it's because obviously pugs are much smaller dogs, and pugs are actually known for having big eyes, aren't they? Like pugs and Frenchies, they do have these like big bulging eyes. So the bigger ones I found just made it look a bit more pug-like. So I've got now a bunch of 12s and a bunch of 14s. So obviously it just sort of depends on the type of dog, I think, and what eye looks best. So I'll always just keep stocked of both and see which eyes looked best, because my partner was saying obviously with Huskies they have very like sort of, you know, sleek, quite thin eyes. So I think that's why the smaller ones look better on the Husky. But yeah, the bigger ones for the pug. So yeah, it really depends on the dog, but I'm so pleased with how these loaf dogs are turning out. I literally absolutely love them. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. I have now finished all of like making all of the plushies as my models, and I'm gonna start listing them now. But let me show you what I've done. So obviously we know I've got the gorgeous Husky. Then I also made this adorable pug, which I absolutely love. Look at its cute little tail. And it's got the ears that like fold over. So, so cute. So these are the dogs. So I've got a Husky and a pug. And then we've obviously got my cat, which I made last week. And then I also made another, I think it's called Tuxedo Cat, where they have kind of like the triangle sort of bit on their face. Because... So basically I was like, I obviously want to start listing these things now. And obviously with these cats and these dogs, it's like, well, there's literally endless models that I could make for all the different like sorts that there's going to be. But I really want to just get it listed now, and then, you know, people can start ordering. And then when I do orders, I can then take pictures of them and like keep adding to my listing sort of thing. But as like every order is probably going to be a bit different because it's like custom, I was like, let's just get uploaded, you know, what I've done. And so what I'm going to do is I've got, so these four, so I've got the Husky, the black and white cat, the brown patch cat, and the pug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a listing out of these four, and I'm going to call it like personalized loaf cats / dogs. So they're going to be like, the listing is going to be like loafs, and then they're all going to be in the same listing. So it's obvious that you can send in, you know, your pet, and there's a good range of colours, because originally I did just have these three, and then I was like, these two are both similar, like the same sort of brown, so I was like, I need something a bit different, so that's why I did the black and white one as well. So I feel like they're a good range of colours, a good like the dogs are two like quite different shapes. Obviously the cats are always very similar shapes, but the two dogs' faces are like quite different. So yeah, I'm gonna list these now and see, hopefully we'll get some orders. I took a nice picture the other day, let me show you. Yeah, so luckily it was nice and sunny, so I got a few nice pictures. So there's this picture of the four of them, and then some more with like them in like twos, and then there's going to be some more of them like individually and stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna get the listing up now, because also I was like, I could make a ton more models, but then I'd like probably use up all of this wool and then have to do another order of wool like before I've even started like trying to sell them. So I'm gonna get them up, try and get selling, and yeah, see what happens. So this is my sort of restock. So we've got bees. So all of these I'm gonna list now. We've got chickens. We've got obviously the lovely axolotls, frogs. The frogs I'm gonna hold off until listing, just until I can get the thicker blanket yarn in green back. But hopefully that won't be long. And then my loafs, loaf dogs and cats. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased. I'm excited. I'm just gonna get them listed. I'm probably gonna put them up today, and hopefully we'll get some orders. So yeah, I've really, really enjoyed making all these new animals. I will leave all the links to any sort of YouTube videos or patterns that I followed in the description. I also printed out the dog pattern that I used, and because it was a very long pattern, because obviously there's loads of different versions, but I just printed out the sort of pages that I need, because obviously once you get to the body bit, that's basically the same, it's just the colouring. So yeah, I did the different like faces and the ears and stuff. So yeah, hopefully once we like receive some pictures to customize, like some custom orders, we'll be able to do it. So yeah, I've really, really enjoyed making all these new plushies. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!